The rough transcript of the call that President Trump promised to release the transcript of has come out. This is between him and Ukrainian President Zelensky. According to this rough transcript, President Trump pushed Ukraine to work with Rudy Giuliani and Attorney General William Barr on Biden. This, according to this transcript, once again. In the transcript, President Trump mentions Joe Biden and Biden's son, Hunter Biden. It shows President Trump pushing Ukrainian President Zelensky to reopen the probe on Biden. This, of course, will all be very, very central to any impeachment process. Now, we have a comment from the White House saying it won't stand in the way of the whistleblower testifying. We're anticipating testimony from the whistleblower. It also shows, this transcript, that President Trump asked the Ukraine to find the server at the center of the Clinton probe. So again, on this call, he brought up the Clinton probe again and asked Ukraine to find the server. Now, a Department of Justice spokesperson is also speaking and says Attorney General William Barr never discussed Ukraine with President Trump and was never in contact with Ukraine. So we are getting some details, but again, this is only one transcript of what's purported to be, Kevin, several phone calls. It's not quite clear what was in the other phone calls. We may hear that in whistleblower testimony if that testimony is ever made public.
Right, and I just want to zone in on one portion of this transcript on page 4, where President Trump, in this 5-page transcript of the call, President Trump says, quote, "There's a lot of talk about Biden's son, that Biden stopped the prosecution, and a lot of people want to find out about that. So whatever you can do with the Attorney General would be great. Biden went around bragging that he stopped the prosecution. So if you can look into it, it sounds horrible to me." There are also at least 2 instances, based on my initial read of the 5-page document of this conversation, where the president references Rudy Giuliani, and he is directing President Zelensky to work with Rudy Giuliani as it relates to Ukraine. So that dynamic on full display. Now, we also know from an interview that Rudy Giuliani gave on Fox News within the last 24 hours that he says that he was instructed by the State Department with regards to Ukraine. So this now, if you put the pieces together, clearly Giuliani, Giuliani saying that the State Department instructed him with regards to Ukraine. This transcript suggests that President Trump says that he wants Rudy Giuliani to be point person on Ukraine. But there is a very specific paragraph here in which President Trump asks for President Zelensky to look into Hunter Biden's son. I'm sorry, Joe Biden's son, Hunter.
Yeah. Kevin, in terms of the expectations going into this, in terms of where this will take us, clearly the dam has broken on the impeachments. But expectations were high as to what this document would deliver for that process. Has it delivered more or less than your expectations and the bulk of those that have been watching this story in Washington's expectations?
In the next hour, as we get response from Republican lawmakers, that's what as a journalist I will be carefully watching for, Guy. I'm going to be very carefully watching to see if any Republicans break with President Trump, especially in the House of Representatives. If you start to see Republicans break away from President Trump, this turns from a massive political story to a massive constitutional story. And right now, we're just moments away from this 5-page document having been released, and we just don't have the response yet coming from Republicans. But as the Republican response comes in, we will report it for you. But again, impeachment proceedings based upon this, you would need the majority in the House, you would need 2/3 in the Republican-controlled Senate to convict on impeachment, which would require a removal from office. But based upon everything that I've heard prior to the release of this transcript, Republicans have not broken, as of now, with President Trump.